Hello dear Pisces and welcome back to my channel. This is your reading for the month of July 2024. So let's begin. Those who are new to my channel, please note that this is a reading directly from the book of Nostradamus. So I'm going to refer to it. Let's see which cards popped out. Oh, there are way too many. So I'm not going to take them. Let me just have a look. Justice. Okay. Love. Let's see if these guys come out again or not. And that will be like they wanted to come out any which ways, right? Okay, this one came out. The Magician in your first week, the Empress in your second week, the Sun in your third week, and the Hermit in your fourth week. So we have 4 major arcana cards. Wow. All right. Moving forward, the second deck, please, for Pisces for the month of July. Let's see what's happening for you, generally, professionally, and personally, both. First week, second week, third week, and the fourth. Alright, so see, there are some positive as well as there are some negative cards. I don't do the reverse cards any which ways because they are positive and negative meaning to each cards. So I'm going to directly refer to this book for any clarification. Nostradamus is a famous prophet from the 15th century. Those of you who do not know about him, please you can Google him. He was the famous prophet who used to advise the kings and queens in their personal as well as professional matters. Very accurate. So I am going to show you these cards. I know you cannot see the spread, but I am going to show it to you as and when we go forward. I hope you're able to see. The first week has the 7 of moons and the 1, which is the Magician. Okay. So let's see, first week, what it means for you. Nostradamus, please help me with the 7 of moons for Pisces and the Magician. Okay, so both the cards are very good because the Magician talks about you creating magic in your life. That means you are the master of your own life, which means that you know what a magician does with his skills and with his trickery, with his cleverness and with his bravery. He tricks people into believing certain things. He makes things happen, which is called magic, right? He makes magic happen, and that's why he's called a magician. So you are also creating magic in your life. That means that you're working hard. Okay, that means you are creating, you're planning, and you're not backing down on things. You're like, this is going to be by hook or by crook, but I am going to make this thing happen, whatever that is for you, whatever you're trying to do, whether you're trying to excel in your job, whether you're trying to excel or in any other field, whether you're trying to study for something, whatever you're trying to do, you are saying that I won't give up and I'm going to give my 100% to this, and I'm going to do whatever it takes, right? That whatever it takes attitude you have in the first week. However, the 7 of moons talks about plans, it talks about the flights of fancy, it talks about imagination and the illusion of success, which means that you know things are not really happening. You know, the Magician is by trick making you believe that this is happening. So it could be a lot similar to you in real life, that you are planning and you're saying that okay, I'll do this and I'll do that, you know, but you're not actually doing. So what I just said about Magician, all that you are maybe planning 100%, planning a 200%, but when it comes to effort, that's only 10%, that's only 20%. And that is why they say that there's a plans of fancies, which means you are daydreaming a lot more than you should be taking action in the first week. So it could be that you're imagining a lot of things, you know, you are trying to manifest a lot of things without action. So you know that that never works. If you want to manifest something, there has to be an external factor also, which means you have to take action also. Coming to the second week, we have the Empress and the 12 of Star, which is the cardinal card. Let's see what that means for you. the Empress and the 12 of stars, please. So the cardinal card talks about bravery, it talks about skill, it talks about strength and heroic action. Like I just talked about, you are definitely, whatever field you have chosen, whatever you are planning to do, that in itself is something which I can see is a very difficult task, right? That is why the bravery and the heroic action has come. So whatever you are thinking of doing, if you're thinking of starting a new business, if you're trying to clear a very important exam, if you're trying to do something which is very difficult as per what people are saying, or maybe you're trying to juggle a lot of things, which is again a very difficult task in itself. So whatever you're doing, it's a very brave task that you have taken for yourself. In itself it is a very brave task. Whether you are not taking action or not giving 100% is a secondary thing. What you're doing in itself, you're planning to do something, is a heroic action, right? It is a very brave task, provided that you work for it, right? This also talks about a very good person who could be by your side. It could be you yourself who is standing strong by your side, like you have faith and believe in yourself. Though because of lack of discipline, this person might be out of control, right? Like I talked about, you're only planning. Your plans are superb, your goal is superb, what you want to achieve is superb, but the action, because of that action you're going to lose, is what this cards are saying. Because you're too innocent, you're too innocent also, in a way that you're like, I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's very nice and hunky-dory, but the absence of effort is not going to help you to reach a point. Yes, you're excellent planner, but you have to execute also. This Empress, I think, is again talks about you. I think these both the cards and all the 4 cards that I have read till now are not talking about a third person or anybody else in your life right now. I think this is your energy, which I can sense. It says that you are also a very intelligent person, right? You have the power of knowledge and wisdom. Like I said, you have the power of knowledge and wisdom. You know what plans and what actions will lead you to a certain goal, which will help you in achieving a certain goal, but the actual execution is lacking. You also believe in a lot of romantic love. This also talks about a passionate response from a man to a woman, or a woman to a man. I believe that you're also somebody who could be a very loving wife, sister, daughter, and you have a lot of love to offer to people. They could be somebody significant in your life, they could be somebody significant you're looking for in your life, right? So whatever this is, this Empress energy is your feminine energy, which means that you have a lot of love to give and take, and you also are very nurturing by nature. This card basically represents the strength of feelings. You have very strong emotions, very strong ideas, but I do not see execution as of now. Let's see. The third card talks about Sun and the 8 of Spheres. The Sun, by far, I must tell you, that is the happiest card of the reading. It talks about happiness, contentment and success. Let's see if by the time we reach the 3rd week, if your plans have been executed so far, or you're just daydreaming about them. 8 of Spheres for Pisces, please. Spheres for Pisces, please. Okay, and the Sun. Yes, so I feel that by the time you will come to the 3rd week of the July, dear Pisces, you will have a lot of enlightenment. You will know exactly what to do. You will have a lot of happiness and contentment also. There will be some positive news that will be that will give you joy unbounded, that will give you success, that will give you happiness. I also see that there is material fortune, so you might be buying something for yourself. The health also looks good, and if you were struggling with something, maybe executing the plans or something, you will triumph over them, you will triumph over all your problems. And also I see that the friendships are great at this point of time, and the marriage looks great, or you could have marriage proposals around this time, or somebody could be getting married as well. The Eight of Spheres here, it talks about practicality, it talks about legacy, it talks about purposefulness and apprenticeship, which means that somebody is working very hard. As you can see that this person is very stressed also, but it is like an apprentice who's working hard. So you could be working very, very hard in your job or the new business that you have just started. So apprentice means that you have to do everything from the scratch, right? There is no boss, or there is nobody who's below you. So you have to answer to yourself, you have to take a lot of responsibility and authority as well. So everything I think you're doing on your own. And to people it might seem like, oh, it was such an easy ride for you, but you have worked so hard for you. For people it might look like it was a very smoothly, like it, you got everything on a silver platter and things were so smooth for you. You know, you just one job to another and you just got promoted, or you so easily found the right boy or a girl for your marriage or whatever. But you only know what struggles you have gone through, right? It also talks about a scholarship, so you could be getting scholarship, you could be getting admissions in good colleges. It could be getting that you might be sent abroad for some job, or some work, or from higher studies or something. There is a lot of modesty also. You have no pride, and you're not showing off or boasting about it. You're very diligent, and if you're an employer, it says that you're very much concerned about the welfare of the workers as well. So if you are at a high position, you are also thinking about the people who are working under you. Fourth week talks about the Hermit and the Two of Spheres. The Hermit and the Two of Spheres. So contemplation. You guys are contemplating something, thinking about something. Like Hermit talks about the seeker of the truth. So you're looking for answers. You're looking for what next? What is my purpose in life? Questions like, where am I supposed to go now? What am I supposed to do next? Am I on the right path? Is this what I wanted? Is this going to help me reach the goal that I wanted, or the goal that I have set for myself? So it's the time. By the time July ends, you will be sitting with yourself and you will be asking a lot of questions to the universe and yourself. You will be giving a lot of time to yourself, spending a lot of time by yourself, and you will be honestly asking questions. Anybody around you will also be very honest to you around this time. Also, this talks about caution. So you need to take caution about trusting people, if they are telling you the truth or not. Though people will be honest, but there is caution that needs to be dealt with at this point of time. Also a lot of detachment. So it could be that you're very attached to the answers or what the people have to say, or you're very attached to particular goal, for example, or the results. For example, if you're want to clear a particular exam, you're very attached to the answers, right, to the results. You will get disappointed if, for example, you don't get through. And if you're applying for a job, if you don't get through, you will get very disappointed. So it talks about that kind of detachment, that you have to detach from the results. Like in Bhagavad Gita, they say that you have to only focus upon the work that you do and not upon the fruits, right? So you are, I think, depending a lot upon the fruits. You're thinking about, if I clear this, I'm going to get this and get that, not focusing much on the hard work like I talked about. So you have to bring a lot of maturity if you do not have already. Or I feel that because of the experiences that you've had in this month, from the beginning to your developing your skills, creating magic in your life, taking brave action in your life, standing up for what's right and for what your goal is, no matter how hard it is, being the apprentice in your job, I think that that has helped you to become a mature person as well. Two of Spheres talks about blockages, it talks about obstacles, it talks about confusion, it talks about entanglement, agitation, worry, and inconsistent results, right? So like we talked about in Hermit, that you have to detach yourself from the results. So by the time to some of you, I see that if a news is coming to you in around third week, it's gonna be positive, it's gonna bring you a lot of happiness. But towards the end of the moving to the last week of the July, I feel that there will be some blockages, there will be some delays, or there will be some not so good news. So if you're waiting for a news in the third week, expect positive results. If you're expecting for a news by the fourth week, sorry, then expect a little mixed results, negative results, or delays. So I see blockages. I see that you are very dependent, you are very attached to the results, like I talked about, right? Detach yourself from the results, only focus on the present, only focus on what you're doing, and it will make your life easier, right? Because either way things go right or wrong, at least you won't be affected, you won't go into depression, you won't be sad, right? You will think about the next step as it is. But if you're going to be very attached to the result, oh my god, what if I don't get this job, oh my god, what if I don't get this guy or girl, I only want to marry them, or I only want to date them, or whatever, or I only want to clear this exam and I don't have any other option, then you're gonna feel miserable. So in order to protect yourself, I would advise that detach yourself from the results and only focus on the present moment. That will ease your life. I feel July, to conclude, Pisces was a mixed bag. I feel that there are different kinds of Pisces going through different experiences at this point of time, some positive and some negative. But overall, I feel that weightage has to be given to your own efforts. Weightage has to be, your plans are perfect and everything, but you have to execute them, so you have to take action. I feel that is what is lacking from your side, and maybe that's why you're not getting enough good results. And also you have to detach yourself from the results. Maybe you're thinking too much on the results and not taking enough action, right? So that was your reading for the month of July, Pisces. If you liked it, please do like, share and subscribe, and I will see you next month. Bye bye.